Hey, Steve here, and today I'm talking about in education, we need to keep learning. That's right, we've got to keep learning. There is not a pinnacle of now I know everything. You know what I mean? Climb the highest mountain. Once I get to the tippy top, that's where I've got to be and everything will be great. Well, the problem is that there is no tippy top. There is no pinnacle in education. You got to keep learning. And that means you've got to find different ways of getting access to information that's going to help you understand, all the different nuances in education, because there's lots of it out there. And believe me, the kids are changing, the generations change, they have different variables that influence them. Think about the technology that we have now versus 10, 20 years ago. Oh my gosh, that influences us. How about we keep learning more and more about how the brain operates and how we think and how we learn? That's right. Well, if all of this is going on, that means we got to keep learning. So here I'm going to talk about today my 6 ideas about how to keep learning if you're in an educational role. Boom, ba-da! Number 1 idea. You need to read. See these things behind me? These are books. That's right. These are hardback and paperback. I love paperback. Also, there's electronic books. But you need to be reading. You need to find those experts in our field, and you need to read, and you need to understand, and you need to just glom onto them and figure out how you can put this to work in your classrooms. There's a lot out there. There's a lot of great stuff. There's some not so good stuff, and you got to figure that out. But you need to be reading. An educator that doesn't read, that's not good, man. We got to model learning by reading. So number 1 idea about how to keep learning, read. Number 2 idea about keeping learning is we need to listen to audio podcasts like the one you're listening to now, as well as go find some good YouTube channels. What you've got going on here is you've got lots of great educators that are bearing their heart and soul to you, man, on audio podcasts and on the video channels on YouTube. That's right. So go listen to them because you're going to find some good ones. Once again, you got to pick and choose, but good stuff there. Well, so if number 1 idea is read, number 2 idea is listen to audio podcasts and find some good YouTube channels. Number 3 is attend conferences. That's right. There are those conferences out there that are focused on educators that are just great stuff. And if you look for specific presenters, specific speakers, specific trainers that are in certain areas that you want to know more about, conferences are a great place to go. Don't just go to conferences because you want to go to the beach. Don't go to conferences just because you want to go, play the slot machine, right? Or don't just go because you're thinking you're going to go run into a certain mouse and have a great time with that mouse. But the point is that we need to attend conferences for the specific reason of learning more about our profession and learning more about what we do and learning more about pedagogy and instructional practices and all that great stuff. So number 1, read. Number 2, is we need to make sure that we're listening to audio podcasts and find some good YouTube channels. Number 3 is attend conferences. Well, number 4 is attend in-district, in-school system training sessions, as well as your school system might belong to some state organization that's all about professional development. Look into what they offer in training, but we need to do that. Number 5 idea for keeping learning is simply this. You can find colleagues. But be choosy, all right? You want to seek out colleagues, but be very choosy because some colleagues full well, they really don't know enough about what you're looking at. They just sound like they do. Do you know who I'm talking about? That's right. Some people just sound a lot like they know what they're talking about and really don't. So be choosy, but seek out colleagues and get their help. Look for those ones that are hitting on all cylinders and who you really know that, they're just got it happening in their classroom, man, or in their building as a building leader or as a district leader. And the 6th idea about keep learning is simply this. Join professional organizations and attend their trainings and become involved. So as an educator, it doesn't matter whether you're a classroom teacher, whether you're an instructional coach, whether you're a building administrator, a district level administrator, we've got to keep learning. And today I was talking about my 6 ideas to do this. With that being said, I'd love to have you subscribe. Take a look all around. You got little buttons all over the place where you could subscribe to this YouTube channel. I'd love to have you do that. Until next time, thanks for listening. Take care. Ta-ta.